Hello children, inside the atom, in this lesson inside, yesterday we have completed this relationship between electronic configuration and the valency. Okay, so today we see the next part, that is the column you have written identified valency from the molecular formula. Okay, so this is the column. And from this what happens, we here first of all yesterday we have completed this activity, and in this activity inside what is there, we find it here valency of each by using molecular formula, means F combines with one hydrogen, so its valency is 1. Sodium combines with one hydrogen, so its valency is 1. Magnesium combines with 2 chlorine, so its valency is 2. Carbon is there, it combines with 4 hydrogen, so its valency is 4. And aluminium combines with 3 chlorine, so its valency is 3. Okay, and that we, after this writing, what happens, we just check its valency by using the electronic configuration also. Okay, so here it is a some of the questions, use your brain powers questions are there, and when these questions are depend on this what column. 5.9 column, you have written identified valency from its molecular formulae. When the number of valence electron in an atom element X is 4 or less than 4, does X match with the valency of that element? Okay, yes, it matches, yes. Okay, for example, suppose here yesterday we had seen that here it is 1, it matches here also 1 and here also 1. Here sodium, yesterday we had seen sodium valency, I shown you here 1, here it is 2, 8, 1, because its atomic number is 11. So here it is 1, so here it is 1, and this number is smaller than 4, so this is matches with the valency, this matches with the valency. But if you see here number of valence electrons are 7 and here valency is 1, so this doesn't matches. So what they told you, if the number or valence electrons are less than 4, then it is matches with the outermost electrons which is present in the valence orbit. Okay, so here what they told you, when a number of valence electron in an element X is 4 or less than 4, does X matches with the valency? Yes. Okay. Second, when a number of valence electrons in an element X is 4 or more than 4, does matches? No. Just as we seen it upside. Okay. 4 or more than 4 is there. What we have to do? We have to subtract it from the 8, and for that here formula is written. If it is more than, what happens? 4. So these electrons are there. How many? 7 are there in outermost orbit. So here 7 electrons are there, it is more than 4, and here valency is 1. So it matches? It doesn't matches. So at that time what we have to do? We have to subtract it from the 8. Whatever is the electrons are there, that we have to subtract it from 8. So here it is 1, and then this valence element valency, and this is matches with each other. Okay. Next question is the, when the number of valence electrons, that was over. How many electrons are used to complete the octet? So how many? 8. How many are there? That is 1, 2 or 3, that much electron. If 7 is there, it requires 1 electron. If its valence electrons has 6, then it needs 2 more electrons. If it has a 5, then it needs 3 more electrons to complete its octet. From this you will learn that there is a general relationship between valency of element and its electronic configuration. Okay, next what they gave you here, valency of an element is same as the number of valence electrons. Valency of element is same as the number of its valence electron if this number is 4 or less than 4. Okay, so the number is 4 or less than 4, then valence element is what happens, same number of valence electrons. But if the number is 4 or less than 4, then it matches. On the other hand, when an element has 4 or more than 4 valence electrons, the number of electron by which the octet is short of completion, the valence of that element. Means, for example, if suppose 7 are there electrons in outermost orbit like sodium, so to complete octet, how many electrons it wants? 1 more electron it wants, so its valency is 1. If it has 5 electrons in outermost shell, it needs to complete octave how many? 3 more electrons, and so its valency is 3. In this way we have to write this. Now here what is meant by atomic number Z of an element. So atomic number Z means how many protons are present in the nucleus of a element. Nucleus of the element is called as nucleus of an atom of the element is called as it's a atomic number. It depends upon the how many protons are present and how many protons and number of electrons are same. So it depends on proton and electron or equals. So Z is equal to protons is equal to electrons. Okay. So next is the atomic number Z of some elements are given here. Write down the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of each of them. Okay, only what we have to write? The number of electrons which are present only in the which shell they told you? Outermost shell. So electron configuration we had seen upside. Okay, so from that what we have to write? According to it, we have to write the how many electrons are present in the outermost shell. So here atomic number 1. So here it is hydrogen. How many electrons are there in outermost orbit? 1 only. Carbon. Carbon has 2 electrons in the first orbit and 4 electrons in the second orbit. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So how many electrons are there in the outermost orbit here? 4. Okay. Now moving towards the sodium. Suppose it is a sodium. I am changing here only sodium. Sodium's atomic number is how much given? 11. As you know that the capacity of first orbit is 2. So 2 electrons will go here. Second orbit's capacity is how much? 8. So 8 electrons. So total how many over? 10 over. And in the third orbit, how many electron is there? 1 electron is present, and that's why the electron which is outermost shell inside, how many electrons are there? Only 1 electron is present in it. Okay. Now suppose it is a chlorine's element. Suppose it is a chlorine. I will rough here only. Suppose it is a chlorine. So chlorine's atomic number how much? 17. As usual, first orbit will 2 enter, second orbit inside how many? 8 will enter. So 2 plus 8, 10 over. So 17 minus 10, how much remains? 7. So 7 electrons are there in the outermost shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will draw here 7. So how many electrons are there in the outermost shell? 7. Suppose it is a nitrogen. 1, 4, 1, 7. Here it is. What I told you? Here it is 1, 4, 1 and 7. Now it is a nitrogen. Nitrogen's atomic number is how much given? Z is equal to 7. So first 2 electrons will enter in the outermost shell, and then remaining how many are there? 5 will enter in which? The outermost shell. So outermost shell has how many? Hydrogen has 1 electron, carbon has 4 electrons, sodium has 1, chlorine has 7 and nitrogen has 5 electrons in its outermost shell. Next, the number of electrons of some elements. These activities you have to complete and send me. Some students sent me yesterday. Okay, but some only send. The number of electrons of some element is given here. So what they told you? The number of electrons in some element is given here. By using it, write the electronic configuration. Okay, and number of valence electrons, valency of those respective element. So first of all, we will write the electronic configuration. So first it is the electronic configuration. Okay, so first of all, which element is here? Lithium. So lithium is there, and lithium's atomic number is how much? 3. So first orbit inside 2 electrons will enter. Yes, its capacity is 2 only, I told you. So from 3, first orbit inside 2 gone, second orbit inside how many will come? 1 electron will enter. So now how many valence electrons are there here? 1 valence electrons are there, and so its valency is also how much? 1. Okay, clear? Outermost orbit inside how many electrons are there? On it the valency depends upon. So valence electrons is 1. Now electronic configuration of carbon, atomic number is 6. So first orbit inside 2 electrons will enter, and second orbit inside how many electrons will enter? 4. So how many valence electrons are there in outermost orbit? 4 valence electrons are there, and this its valency is also what? 4, because it must to complete his octave or duplet, to complete octave he must take 4 electrons from the other element, or to complete duplet he must donate 4 electrons to the other element. So this is the 4. But actually carbon is not donating electron and taking also electron, it shares the electrons. Okay, that we will study in the future in 9th standard. Next is the magnesium. Atomic number 12. So first inside how many will go? 2. Okay. Second inside how will go? 8, because 8 is the capacity of second orbit. Which orbit? KL. L orbit capacity is 8. And next which is remain? 2 electrons are there in the outermost orbit. So how many valence electrons are there here? 2 valence electrons are there, and here valency is also 2 because it donates 2 electrons. Next it is the oxygen. Okay, so oxygen's atomic number is 8. Okay, so first orbit inside 2 will enter, and second orbit inside how many will enter? 6 electrons will enter. So here how many valence electrons are there? 6 valence electrons are there. But just we seen above, this 6 is there, it is greater than which? 4. So at that time what we have to do? We have to subtract this number from 8. So 8 minus 6 is equals to its valency is 2. Always you have to, if this number is there, if this number outermost orbits inside numbers is more than 4, then what we have to? More than 4 and less than 8, then we have to subtract that number from the 8, and whatever is the answer is its a valency. So all of you note down this. Okay, written. We'll see the next part now. See here. Why are the atomic number and atomic mass number always whole numbers? What they told you. Why are the atomic number and atomic mass is always whole number? Why it is whole number? Why it is half proton? So half, what, 3/4? It is not there. It is 3, 4, 5. If you see here, just now we have completed this. So here what I told you. Here's 1. Okay, so if you see here in the table, here 1 was there, here 4 was there, here how many electronic configuration? No, so here 2, 4, here 2, 8, 2, here 2 and 6 is there. So number of valence electrons 1, 1, here 4, 4, here 2, 2, and here it is 2, 6. 2, 6 means how many? It requires, that is 6 valence electrons and valence is 2. So this is the chart. So if you see here, always what they told you, atomic number, mass number, always whole number. The reason behind it is that what is atomic number? Atomic number means number of protons. Atomic number depends on what I told you, protons. Protons are always present in the whole number. They are not present half, 1/4, 3/4, in that way they are not present. They are present in 1, 2, 3. That's why atomic number is depends on proton, and that's why it is a whole number. And atomic mass number. Atomic mass number means what? Atomic mass number is equals to protons plus what? Neutrons. And protons are also whole number and neutrons are also whole number, and that's why atomic mass is also whole number. Okay. Next point is the sulfur contains 16 protons. Sulfur contains how many protons are there? 16 protons, 16 neutrons. So what would be the atomic number of the mass, atomic number and mass of the number? So sulfur, just I told you, atomic number means what? Number of protons. So here atomic number is equals to, atomic number is equals to Z is equals to, atomic number is equal to Z is equals to how much given here? See here, atomic number denoted by letter Z. So Z is equal to, will directly write atomic number is equal to Z is equal to number of protons, and is equals to how much it is there? 16. So sulfur atomic number is equals to how much? 16. And mass. So atomic mass is denoted by letter A. So P for proton plus N for neutrons. So if you see here, number of protons how much given? 16. And plus 16, and 16 plus 16 is equals to how much? It is 32. It is 32. So in this way you can find any substance atomic number and mass number by, if you know the its a formulas, then you can find it very easily. Okay, so the next part is the isotopes. Okay, now here if you see, here, observe the table. Here it is given. This is the table. Now see, clearly it is looking. Here each place inside carbon is there. Each place inside carbon is there. carbon's atomic number, what I told you, just we have finished here upside, 6 atomic number. Its atomic number is equal to what 6, atomic number is 6. Okay, and what I told you, if number of protons is equal to number of neutrons, means if it has 6 protons, then it has 6 neutrons. Okay, and then sum of these protons plus neutron is equal to atomic mass, and it is denoted by letter A, and number of proton is equal to Z, that we had seen. Now if you see here, this is carbon. So as per my definition, what I said to you, here its atomic number is equal to proton plus neutron. So how many protons are there? 6 protons are there. How many neutrons are there? 6 neutrons are there. So total how many are there? 12. So every place I want 12, 12, 12 here. But if you notice here, at first place only, these are the carbons only, atomic mass numbers are given, mass number given. But here it is different. Here it is different. And why is this different? The reason behind it is that the number of protons are same in the carbon. But what is different? As you know that this is suppose our carbon. This is suppose our carbon. Okay. So it is, how many electrons it has, I told you. It has 6 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4 and these 2. So proton, how many protons has? 6 protons, and neutrons are different. Okay, atomic means mass means what I told you. Atomic mass means that is A is equals to atomic mass is equal to protons plus neutrons. Okay, if you put the values here, you will notice that here atomic mass how much given? 12 it is given. Okay, how much atomic mass given? 12 given. If you subtract the 6 means number of protons from each, then you will get number of neutrons. How many it is there? 6. Instead of this, if you subtract, this is atomic mass, this is mass, atomic mass, it is A minus P is equal to neutrons. A minus P is equal to neutrons. So here it is A minus P is equals to how much? Neutron. So A is equals to how much? I told you here for first 12. 12 minus how many protons are there? How much is the atomic number? That much. So here 6 is equal to how many neutrons it has? That is the 6. So here it is 6. But when the atomic mass is 13, when the atomic mass is 13, at that time if we subtract this, you will get here how many protons? That is 7 neutrons you will get it here. What is 7 neutrons? Same, if the atomic mass is how much? 14. And 14 minus 6 is equal to how much it is there? 8. So 8 is here. So from this what we are understanding, atomic mass are different. Okay, and the what is the, from this inside what happens, number of protons is same everywhere, but what is different? The number of neutrons are different. Then these are called as isotopes, and these are the carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14 are the isotopes of a carbon. So these has what? The same chemical properties but different physical properties. So the atomic number is the fundamental property of an element. Atomic number is a fundamental property of element and its chemical identity. Some element in nature have atom with the same atomic number. So if you see here, this is the atomic number. It has same atomic number. Carbons. Atomic number, here definition, as per definition. Some elements in the nature have the same atomic number. So atomic number is same, but different mass number. But mass numbers, if you notice here it is mass number given 12, 13 and 14. Here it is carbon only. Each is carbon only. So here what is the definition of isotopes? That is, some elements in the environment have same atomic number but different mass number. Such atoms have the same element having different mass number are called as isotopes. So these are the isotopes of the carbon, C12, C13 and C14. These are the isotopes of the carbon. So what do you understand from this? The elements which has the same atomic number but different mass number. So the mass number of isotope is also represented by another name method, and that is it is C12, C13 and this way. We can write it here, left side on the head of the elements symbol on the left side. The isotopes have the same number of protons, but what is different? If you see here, you will notice that the same number of protons, but what is different here? The neutrons are different. So this is the isotopes of the carbon. Like carbon, other some elements also had, like hydrogen, chlorine, they have their isotopes. Okay, and that remaining part of the lesson we will see tomorrow. So today we will stop here only. All of you complete these activities that we have completed today. Okay, because it is important. If this is the base, if it is perfect, you will not face any kind of problem in the future classes. So today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you.